Hello guys, Darthnick back again with another Fallout 4 video. This one's just a little tutorial really for a friend of mine. So I'm just quickly going to show you how to set up a supply line. So the first thing you need to do is go towards your settlement that you want to connect to your supply route. And what the supply route does for you is it basically connects everything that's in your workshops. So in this case it's a lot of junk which you use for construction, and that's the main reason I do this, to share construction materials between communities. So this community that I'm in at the moment is called Murkwater Construction Site. You can see here it's a relatively big sized community, small market, and I've done some building on top of the existing building. All the stuff you can see there on the top level, that's all added on. And I've done a bit of work on this community, sort of, it's still pretty messy, but we're sort of getting there slowly but surely. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find myself a settler who's unassigned to anything. So I'm going to use this fella, and to assign him to a supply line we're just going to press right 1. And just to show you how that's going to work, just quickly, I'm going to show you on the map where we are and where we're going to be connecting into. I'm also going to quickly show you how that's going to share resources between the communities. So let's just go in here, and you can see I can't really excuse me, I can't really cook anything. It's not very much there that I can make. I mean, this is just based off what's in there and what's at the other connected communities already. Make a little bit of jet there, but that's about it. Okay, so you can see there that we can't make some of these ingredients here, like baseball grenades and plasma grenades and what have you. So what I'm going to do is we're going to hop up here quickly, skip over here, find this fella. I'm going to show you on the map where we are. We're here, which is Murkwater Construction Site, out in the middle of nowhere. And currently this community is connected with, I think that's Boston Airport. Yeah, it is. Okay. So what we're going to want to do is connect this one to another community over here. We're going to connect it to Sunshine's Tidings. As you can see, I already have quite a few supply routes set up over the course of the map, but sometimes the people doing the supply route get killed inadvertently, or go missing if they're a synth. So you sometimes have to reconnect these supply routes. So I'll do that quickly. You can see there Murkwater at the bottom. That's where we're going to be connecting up to here, Sunshine Tidings, and currently there's no line between them.
Let's trade some things.
Of course.
Let's see what he's got on him. Okay. I always like to give these guys a nice gun sometimes, but I think he'll be alright. So, first of all, we get the build menu up. We highlight the character and we hold down right 1, and it's going to bring up this menu. And you're just going to want to select the place where you wanted to send them. As you can see here, I've got almost all the settlements unlocked. I think I've got 28 or so, something like that. I think I need Bunker Hill as the last one, and the Mechanist's Lair as well as the other one I need to get. But anyway, so let's find the one where we want to send him, which was Sunshine Tidings. Press X, and then X again to confirm. Okay. Now, let's just go away from him. Look at him again. Now, he's got the 2-headed cow as his symbol. And his status has now changed from settler to provisioner. And the provisioner is the guy who walks between settlements, providing this connection that allows you to use ingredients and other things from different settlements. Now let's just go back in here. It's still pretty much the same. Oh, there we go. Vegetable starch. We couldn't make that before. We can now. We were missing potatoes, so what that basically does is now that we're connected, I can use potatoes from another community. Same again with this. We weren't able to make jet anymore. You can see here now the fertilizer's gone from 0 up to 5,756 fertilizer. So I can now, that's my reserve of fertilizer that's spread out on all the workbenches connected from here to Sanctuary and beyond. And there as well, the ability to make jet fuel's gone up as well. Okay, so, and there as well you see the grenades I saw earlier. We can now make a baseball grenade, no problem. We weren't able to earlier. We've now got enough aluminium to make the various grenades that we didn't have access to earlier. So that's how that's beneficial to you. It comes in really handy, I'm going to be honest. I spend a lot of time doing community, what I like to call settlement management or community management, where I will just go from town to town, building stuff, making sure that there's a strong connection with the supply route. If we check on our maps now, we should be able to see. Yeah, you see this extra supply route now, which goes along this path all the way up here to Sunshine Tidings. So that's now completing that connection, and that'll go all the way. So all of these, they're connected now. So Sanctuary all the way up to Teffington Boathouse, that's going to be sharing stuff. Now I need to do another connection here from County Crossing up to Greentop Nursery, and that will connect this side of the map, I think. Or maybe if I connect, I might have to connect Finch Farm to Greentop and then connect Greentop to County. And each time you do it, you have to send one person away from your community. But you notice the amount of people in my community hasn't dropped. It's still 24. So you still need to provide food and water for that person. Just because they're on the road doesn't mean the game doesn't recognise that as them being away. It means you have to provide food and water for them. And obviously all the other things to keep them happy, like good defense. Always make sure your defense is the combined score of your food and water. In my case, it's not. I need to build some more turrets over here. That much is true. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all you need to do in order to connect your communities. And now they'll share resources. It doesn't just work for building materials, it does actually work for pretty much everything. So things like your ingredients and your aid, that's what I meant by ingredients. Your mods, I think, is another thing that will share. So if I just get out my suit here, I should, in theory, if I've got any mods in the crafting bench back at Sanctuary, I should just be able to change this. So what have we got? Jetpack. There. I didn't have to craft it, so I've got a jetpack mod somewhere in one of my communities that I've just left in a crafting bench somewhere. And you can see there are other mods available there, and they're not in my workbench here, they're in a different one at a different settlement. So yeah, mods are another good thing. You can put them in your base settlement. In my case it's Sanctuary. I like to keep all my mods, and the vast majority of my ingredients are there. And then each community just generates its own sort of substituted ingredients, aid, like whatever you've planted at the base, basically, like mute fruit or carrots or whatever it is, that will accumulate inside the workshop.
Now let's talk about healing.
You can see here I've built a lot of water purifiers at this site. So this generates an excess of approximately 200, 150, 200, maybe 300 bottles per day, depending on how happy the settlement is. At the moment they're like 80%, I think, so we should be pretty good to go. Yep, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Daftnik. I hope you enjoyed the video, Amanda. That's my friend I made the video for. And I'll see you all guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Daftnik signing out.